Close your eyes for a moment, Aries. Think about the noise of your daily life, the emails, the chores, the constant drive to move forward. Somewhere in the middle of that noise, there is a small, quiet detail that doesn't quite fit. You may have seen it yesterday. You might see it this afternoon. It's a recurring thought, a chance encounter, or a door that stayed slightly ajar when you expected it to be locked. To everyone else, it's a coincidence. To you, it is a key. You're being invited to look closer. There is something appearing for you before this month draws to a close, something that isn't shouting for your attention, but is waiting for your recognition. If you feel like this message was meant for you, you're likely right. As an Aries, your strength is your momentum. You are the fire that clears the path. But recently, that very fire may have been what obscured this opportunity. When we move at full speed, the landscape blurs. You might have almost ignored this because you were looking for something big. We are taught that destiny arrives with a fanfare, but often it arrives in a whisper. Perhaps you've been feeling a bit of internal friction, a sense of impatience, or a slight emotional block. You might feel like you're working twice as hard for half the result. This frustration is actually a redirection. You've been distracted by the obvious path, the one everyone else expects you to take. Because you've been so focused on reaching the finish line, you haven't noticed the side path that has opened up. Think of a career move you dismissed because it felt too small, or a financial idea you set aside because it didn't seem ready. You didn't ignore it because you weren't capable. You ignored it because you were tired. And when we are tired, we stick to what we know. But what you know is no longer where your growth lies. You must understand that your identity is tied to being a pioneer, but even the greatest pioneers must pause to check the compass. Lately, your compass has been spinning because you are trying to navigate old territory with a new soul. This hidden opportunity is hidden because it requires a version of you that is more receptive and less reactive. It is hidden behind the mundane details of your Tuesday morning or the repetitive nature of your Wednesday afternoon. It is hidden in the moments where you usually check your phone to escape boredom. This time, stay in the boredom. Stay in the silence. That is where the invitation resides. As we approach the final days of the month, the energy around you is shifting from outward action to inward clarity. The lunar cycles are currently asking you to thin the veil between your logic and your intuition. You'll notice that your gut feeling is becoming louder than your to-do list. This isn't about a sudden stroke of luck or a lottery win. It's about a shift in your timing. You are moving out of a season of pushing and into a season of positioning. Before this month ends, you will feel a moment of stillness. In that stillness, the hidden opportunity will reveal its true shape. It's as if the universe is clearing the smoke from the room, so you can finally see the object that was sitting on the table all along. Pay attention to the patterns. If a certain name, a certain place, or a certain idea keeps surfacing in your mind without effort, that is the energy shift at work. Trust the timing, even if the world tells you to hurry. The cosmic clock does not run on human minutes. It runs on readiness. You are being prepared for a breakthrough that requires you to be centered. If you rush, you might trip over the very prize you are seeking. This energy shift is also affecting your physical body. You might feel a sudden burst of energy followed by a need for deep rest. Listen to these cycles. Your body is processing the energetic upgrades needed to handle the expansion that is coming. When the mind is quiet, the spirit can finally speak. And right now, your spirit is pointing toward a specific direction that feels unfamiliar, but strangely right. In your career and business, the sign here is subtle. Look for a problem that no one else wants to solve. It might look like extra work or a minor annoyance in your professional circle. You might find yourself sitting in a meeting thinking that there must be a better way to do things. That thought is not just a complaint. It is your directive. The smarter move is this. Instead of complaining about the inefficiency, step into the gap. By solving this small issue, you position yourself as the only person with the specific vision required for the next level. Do not wait for permission to lead. True authority is taken, not given. When you take initiative on the things others find tedious, you prove your mastery over the environment. This opportunity in your work life is about building a bridge to a version of your career that offers more freedom and less friction. Look for the project that feels like a puzzle you are uniquely qualified to solve. It might not have a big title attached to it yet, but it has your name written all over it in the invisible ink of destiny. In money and resources, watch for a return. This could be an old investment, a forgotten debt, or a skill you haven't used in years that suddenly becomes relevant again. The smarter move is to look backward to move forward. Reevaluate your existing resources rather than chasing a brand new source of income. There is hidden value in what you already own. Maybe it is a contact in your phone you haven't spoken to in 3 years, or a hobby you abandoned because you thought it wasn't productive. This resource is the missing piece of your financial puzzle. Do not make a high-risk emotional purchase to soothe stress before the month ends. The urge to spend is often just a desire for a change in state. Instead of spending, audit. Look at where your energy and money are leaking. By plugging these small holes, you create a reservoir of power that will allow you to make a much larger move next month. For personal growth and connection, the sign is a feeling of déjà vu with a specific person or a conversation that feels unfinished. The smarter move is to listen more than you speak. Someone in your orbit has a piece of information or a perspective that is the final click you need for your puzzle. Do not dismiss someone's advice just because they aren't an expert. Wisdom is often found in the most unlikely messengers. This connection might feel like a strange coincidence, meeting someone at a coffee shop or receiving a message from a friend out of the blue. These are not accidents. These are synchronized moments designed to pull you out of your own head and into a larger narrative. Your personal growth right now is dependent on your ability to see yourself through the eyes of others. You have been too hard on yourself lately, Aries. The people around you see a strength and a beauty that you have been ignoring. Listen to their compliments. They are clues. When you choose to acknowledge this hidden path, something remarkable happens to your spirit. That heavy weight you've been carrying, the feeling of being stuck or stagnant, simply dissolves. Acting on this doesn't mean you'll see an instant reward by tomorrow morning. Instead, you will feel your confidence returning. It is the quiet power of knowing you are finally in alignment with your destiny. By the time the next month begins, you won't be chasing opportunities anymore. You will be managing them. This is the start of a long-term build. You are laying a foundation that is stable, secure, and uniquely yours. You'll find that you have more energy because you are no longer fighting the current. You are the current. Imagine a river that has been dammed up by rocks and debris. By noticing the hidden opportunity, you are removing the keystone that allows the entire river to flow again. The relief will be palpable. You will sleep better, breathe deeper, and speak with a clarity that commands respect without you having to raise your voice. This is the transition from the warrior who fights for everything to the sovereign who commands through presence. If you aren't ready to see it yet, or if the noise of life is still too loud, do not be afraid. The universe is patient with those it loves. If you ignore this hidden opportunity, it doesn't disappear forever. It simply delays. It will circle back in a few months, perhaps in a different form, but the lesson will remain. You won't fail, but you might find yourself repeating the same month over again, facing the same frustrations and the same limits. The door will stay unlocked for a while, but eventually the energy of this specific month will close. Why wait for the next cycle when the key is already in your hand? Think about the cycles of your life. How many times have you felt this exact same itch? How many times have you felt like you were on the verge of something but let it slip through your fingers because you were too busy looking at the horizon? This time is different because you're different. You have the maturity now to recognize that the smallest seeds often grow into the largest trees. If you choose to ignore the whisper, the world will keep spinning, but you will feel that slight pang of what if. You deserve more than what if. You deserve this, is it? Aries, you were born to lead, but even leaders need to stop and listen to the wind sometimes. This month end is your moment to be the observer. Trust the nudges. Trust the random thoughts. Trust yourself. You are stronger than you realize, and the path ahead is clearer than it seems. Take a deep breath and let the distractions fall away. What remains is your truth. You have spent so much of your life being the one who makes things happen. Now, let things happen for you. Allow the universe to do some of the heavy lifting. Your only job is to stay awake to the signs. The hidden opportunity is not a test of your strength. It is a gift for your faithfulness. If this message felt like it was written for you, please let me know by liking this video. It helps our community grow and ensures that these messages reach the people who need them most. And if you'd like to stay guided as we move forward into the new energies of the coming weeks, subscribe to Zodiac Signs Moon. We are building a space where intuition meets action, and your presence here is a vital part of that. Next month's Aries message is already forming in the stars, and I can't wait to share the next chapter of your journey with you. Remember that you are never walking this path alone. The stars are watching, the earth is supporting you, and your own intuition is the most reliable guide you will ever have. Stay grounded, stay observant, and most importantly, stay true to that fire that burns within you. It is your greatest asset. Destiny doesn't shout, Aries. It whispers. And right now, it's whispering to you.